Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. This is one of those stories that just keeps getting more intriguing as the days go by. The Detroit Lions, a team that has been building something special over the past few seasons, just took a bold step that could have major repercussions not only for their upcoming schedule, but for the entire NFC North. And no, I'm not talking about just a minor roster move or a typical signing. We're talking about the Lions bringing in a very unique dual-position player, someone who could very well be a game-changer if used correctly. That player is Malik Cunningham, and yes, he's a name that might not be on every fan's radar yet, but trust me, this move is packed with potential. So, what's the scoop? Well, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Lions have signed Malik Cunningham to their practice squad. Now, at first glance, that might seem like just another roster addition, but when you dig a little deeper, you realize that this move is strategic, especially with a big game looming. Detroit is set to face the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football next week. And what makes this particularly interesting is Cunningham's history with the Ravens, a team that has been explosive offensively this season, led by none other than Lamar Jackson. The Lions are clearly doing their homework here, trying to gather intel, maybe even preparing some surprise plays or formations based on Cunningham's unique skill set. For those of you who don't know, Malik Cunningham's journey is quite fascinating. He played college ball at Louisville, where he put up some impressive stats across his career. He finished with nearly 7,900 passing yards and 62 touchdowns, but what really stands out is his rushing ability. Cunningham ranks second in Louisville history for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback with 38, and he's also seventh in career passing touchdowns with 62. Not only that, but he's the only Louisville quarterback to record 9 completions of 75 yards or more. That kind of explosiveness in the passing game and mobility makes him a real dual threat, which is exactly what the Lions could use next week. After college, Cunningham entered the NFL undrafted, signing initially with the New England Patriots. He spent some time on their practice squad before getting promoted to the active roster in October 2023. Then, in December of that same year, the Baltimore Ravens claimed him off the Patriots' practice squad. And here's where it gets even more interesting. During the 2024 offseason, Cunningham made a bold move, transitioning from quarterback to wide receiver. Now that might sound like a step down to some, but Cunningham sees it as an opportunity to make a bigger impact, to be versatile, and to do whatever it takes for his team to win. And honestly, that mindset is what makes him such an intriguing player for Detroit's coaching staff. In his own words, Cunningham said, "At first, I looked at it as like, dang man, I want to be a quarterback. But at the same time, you have to do what's best for the team. That's how I looked at it. I was like, hey, I can make plays for the quarterbacks out there when I get the ball in space. So, I looked at it as a plus, not as a fail. I believe in myself and my ability. Yeah, I can play quarterback, but that's now what they need me to do right now. They need me to do something else. I'm the type of guy, whatever it takes for the team to win." This ability to adapt and his willingness to do whatever it takes is exactly what the Lions might be counting on, especially with such a pivotal game coming up. The matchup against Baltimore isn't just a regular game. It's a statement game for Detroit, a chance to prove that they're ready to contend with the best in the league. And with Lamar Jackson running that explosive offense, having a player like Cunningham who knows Jackson's style and tendencies could be a real advantage. Now, let's talk about how the Lions have been doing this season, because it's important context for understanding the significance of this signing. After a disappointing Week 1 loss to the Green Bay Packers, 27-13, Detroit bounced back in a big way. They dominated the Chicago Bears 52-21 in Week 2, showing a lot of resilience and growth. Jared Goff has been solid, leading an offense that looks more dynamic than ever. But even with those wins, the Lions are still considered underdogs in this upcoming game. That's largely because Baltimore has been incredibly potent offensively, scoring at least 40 points in each of their first two games. Lamar Jackson has been electric, and the Ravens' offense is looking like one of the most dangerous in the league right now. This is where Cunningham's role becomes even more interesting. The Lions are likely trying to gather every piece of information they can to contain Lamar Jackson's mobility and the Ravens' overall offensive scheme. Cunningham, having played with Baltimore and now moving into this new role, could provide some valuable insights. His experience on the Ravens' roster, combined with his versatility, might give Detroit some strategic advantages. The Lions' coaching staff, led by Dan Campbell, has shown a lot of ingenuity, and bringing in a player like Cunningham might be part of a larger plan to keep Baltimore guessing. Looking ahead, many analysts and fans believe this game could be one of the most exciting Monday Night Football matchups of 2025. The predictions are already flying around. For example, Matt Johnson from Sportsnaut predicts that this will be one of the best games of the season, with fireworks on both sides. He points out that Baltimore's defense has struggled a bit against the run, which opens up opportunities for David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs to shine. The Lions have some talented runners who can take advantage of those gaps and set up play-action passes for Jared Goff. But at the same time, everyone knows that Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry pose huge threats, and containing them will be critical. The game could very well come down to a last-minute drive, with Jackson leading the Ravens in what's expected to be a high-scoring battle. And if Detroit's defense can slow down Baltimore's offense just enough, perhaps with some tricks up their sleeve involving Cunningham, they might have a shot at pulling off an upset. That's the beauty of this matchup. Both teams are loaded with playmakers, and the stakes are incredibly high. Now, circling back to Cunningham himself, what makes him such a fascinating addition to the Lions is his ability to operate in multiple roles. His transition from quarterback to wide receiver shows a level of football intelligence and adaptability that's rare. It also hints at how the Lions' coaching staff might use him, maybe even in some gadget plays or trick formations next week. The fact that Cunningham has experience with both the Patriots and Ravens and has faced tough defenses means he's been tested at different levels of the league. His insights into Lamar Jackson's style could be invaluable for Detroit's defense, especially if Cunningham can provide some intel on how to contain Jackson's mobility and unpredictable playmaking. And let's not forget, the Lions are no strangers to making bold moves. Over the past few seasons, they've shown a willingness to think outside the box, whether it's through innovative offensive schemes or aggressive roster decisions. This signing of Cunningham fits perfectly into that mold. It's a calculated gamble, but one that could pay off handsomely. If Cunningham can provide even a few key plays, or if his knowledge helps Detroit's defense to contain Baltimore's offense better than expected, it might be a game changer. Looking at the broader picture, this move also signals the Lions' intent to stay flexible and prepared for anything. The NFL is a league of adjustments, and having a player who can operate in multiple roles gives Detroit a tactical advantage. Plus, Cunningham's story is inspiring. An undrafted free agent who kept working, kept fighting, and now finds himself at the center of a crucial NFC North showdown. It's a testament to his resilience and determination, qualities that resonate deeply with Lions fans and the spirit of the team itself. As we gear up for this game, the anticipation is building. Fans are eager to see if Cunningham will see the field, how Detroit's defense will handle Baltimore's explosive offense, and whether the Lions can pull off an upset on the national stage. It's a game that could define this season for Detroit, a chance to send a message to the entire league that they're serious contenders. And with all the storylines, from Cunningham's versatility to the high-powered Ravens offense, it's shaping up to be one of those classic NFL battles that fans will talk about for years. So as we get closer to Monday night, keep your eyes on this story. The Lions always have surprises up their sleeve, and this signing might just be the beginning of something bigger. Whether Cunningham plays a direct role on the field or simply provides strategic insights behind the scenes, his addition underscores the Lions' commitment to winning and adapting. It's a bold move, and in the NFL, sometimes it's those bold moves that make all the difference. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Do you see Cunningham playing a key role next week? Or do you think this is more about gathering intel and keeping Baltimore off balance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions as a whole. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This season is far from over, and with moves like this, the Lions are showing they're ready to fight for everything. Thanks for joining me today, and let's keep the passion alive for our beloved team. Go Lions!